Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our post-game women's volleyball press conference. We'll start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Tyler Hildebrand, and then we'll open it up to questions for coach and Ella Gora and Abby Carrick.
Thank you, Lindy. It was another good turnout for a Thursday night, so we appreciate our fans. And like we keep saying, you guys are showing up for us, and we want you. You guys don't know how much it means, so thank you for coming. I want to give a great shout out to Indiana. They're a tough team. We knew they were going to be a really tough team. They're physical. I've been in the Big Ten for a long time, and that is the toughest conference in America, and it's not close. And they battle all the time, and that team is going to do some damage in the Big Ten. I think their coach Steve Aird is a friend of mine. I have a ton of respect for him. He's shown what he can do building Maryland from the bottom of that conference up, and now every year Indiana's getting better. So I want to say congrats to them. And man, a couple of their jump servers, they started going off, and that's cool because women should jump serve if they have capability. And man, they were rolling on it. So. I'm really proud of our team. We want to play our game regardless of the circumstances, and we got up in a lot of the sets, and they came back, and it's hard when that happens. Sometimes I think as a fan you're like, oh man, we're up, what's going on? But the ebbs and flows of a game, we score some points, and then naturally, it's hard to keep extending that lead, and the other team is playing with nothing to lose, and they come back. And I was really proud of, the first three games were 28-26, 25-23, 26-24. So we got a lot of good tests, and we've said it all along that our schedule, we want to get tested, and we got to get tested and have success tonight. And so, two other things, and then I'll stop talking. The first thing is that, we train to be aggressive in out-of-system situations. I think that's something unique about us. LMU does that as well, which I really respect. Maybe other teams do too, but we know that there's going to come moments when they're bombing serves and we pass the ball off the net, and if we just set it safely and then roll it in, then they're going to keep coming. And there was a lot of great plays tonight. We had a great match, but the play of the night, it was, I think 23-21. And we got blown up, and Savannah set a ball from 5 or 6 feet off the end line, about 35 feet up to Elise, and Elise took a great swing and crack. And we train them that way so that they have the ability to – it's up to them to make the play versus us trying to hold them back. So that was, I think, the play of the match. And Ella Lamagora over here was playing club volleyball 3 months ago, and, because Cam was out – all week, which is unfortunate. Hopefully she'll be back tomorrow. Ella had to play in front of 1,200 people with our group, and she played great, and she always plays great. I don't know if you guys remember Pepper Night, she had 600, so I'm really proud of Ella because that's not an easy thing to do as a freshman that in her first match in college volleyball. And I think it looks like here that's the first time that Long Beach has been a Big Ten team in 8 years. And we're going to do some more digging on maybe one of the better teams in the Big Ten. But Indiana's going to be in the middle. They're going to have a shot there. So really proud of the team. And we have 2 more matches this week.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about just the challenges that you guys had coming into this match in terms of coming off a loss, coming in without some of your starters, having to go up against a team like Indiana, and then coming out with a win? Just what does that mean for your program? What kind of determination does that speak about your players?
Well, I'll try not to get emotional, but one of the hardest things to do in sports is to empower each other and empower your teammates. And everybody tries, and it's really hard to do. And wins or losses can affect that, especially losses. And we have depth, as we've talked about at multiple press conferences. And we're showing it. And it's really easy for most teams to think about themselves, whether they're in or out. And so I'm most proud of where our team is at in empowering each other and caring about each other and knowing that this is going to be a team effort all season. And we haven't blinked on that yet. and we got a lot of challenges and battles to come, and we're going to get tested on that. But so I'm really proud of that. And we didn't have any excuses after we lost TMU. We came out playing good, and then they outplayed us, and we talked about what we could learn from that. And as coaching staff, we have to not make excuses, and we had some reasons to make some excuses this week because of players that have been out, and we don't necessarily. This is something that came at us that people haven't been dealing with, so we had a chance to either do that or trust that Ella, Mo, whoever that haven't been starting can come in, and I'm really proud of Abby because she carried a big load for us tonight. She had 37 swings, hit 243. So it's not just the people that come in, it's the people that have been playing that have to step up also. And, we had a moment on Tuesday's practice because we had Monday off where with the stuff we had to deal with players out, we knew that going into Tuesday's practice that we were a little bit like, you lost, and we had a day off, and then we had to deal with that. There was a little bit of it could go either way, and I'm really proud of the two practices we had because they stepped up, and by the end of yesterday's practice, there was no doubt in our coach's mind, I don't think in their mind, that we were going to come out and play how we play versus make excuses for, okay, well, it's okay because, this is happening to us, and that's something that we were great at tonight.
For both Ella and Abby, maybe Ella first. It's two newcomers on the table right now to the program, but on opposite ends of your college careers. How has your experience been to this program in your first year with Long Beach State?
Honestly, it's been amazing. I can't express how incredible it is to work with such an amazing coaching staff and all these new girls. And when we first got here, I came June 5th. It was early in the summer. I just got off of high school. I was like, what the heck? And here I am. But yeah, I just want to say that these girls are what makes it a lot easier. They're so supportive. Abby has been there for me since day one, offering to make home cooked meals. If I'm not if I'm feeling homesick and all this stuff, and all the other girls are just so welcoming and supportive and constantly make sure that we know what's going on and that we're not confused, because our biggest thing is making sure everyone's on the same page so we can go and compete. So far it's been great, and I'm excited to see what happens.
I would say, well, I'm kind of in the middle of my career. I have 2 years.
She's got to.
Don't push it. But I'm so grateful to be here. I think that being in this program has completely redefined volleyball for me. I'm able to play free for a coaching staff that has confidence in me and girls that have confidence in me. As hitters, sometimes you make an error and I can turn around and know that Zaina's going to set me another ball, that they all have my back, that they all believe in me, and that makes it a lot easier to believe in yourself as a player. So I'm really grateful for this family. It's been awesome to play in my hometown and be close to my real family too. So yeah, everything's been awesome.
And for you, Abby, coming from a different system, right? And it's basically anyone that transfers to this program will have to basically speed up, especially in transition. How has that process been for you as an outside hitter?
It's a great question. It was tough. It's still tough. But, I was putting in a lot of work this summer. The captains did a really, really awesome job of teaching the newcomers and giving us a heads up, hey, it's fast. You're going to have to change some things. And I was bought into doing it. I have a lot of trust in my staff and my teammates. So when you have that trust, it makes it easier to be open to new things and new styles of volleyball. I think I'm starting to get it now. It's been cool to, have some plays where me and Zaina connect and we're like, oh, it's working. So it's been a really cool process. One thing that Coach Tyler teaches us is HOAS, head on a swivel, so just being open to everything, being open to adversity and change. And I think that being receptive to that new information and new style of volleyball has really helped me improve my game.
And for Ella, it just seemed like Indiana was kind of working you. When you were on defense, they were trying to work the middle a lot, right? And you were able to sustain a lot of that. Maybe not a lot of blocks, but a lot of touches. How has that maybe the speed of college volleyball been for you in this your first match?
It's a lot faster than club volleyball, but just constantly working on like not giving up on that ball. At the beginning of the game, like I was just talking with Bjorn, but like it was tough at the beginning, like just be thrown in there and just have to make adjustments and trust what like our coaches are telling me instead of just trying to do whatever I'm seeing. But like at first I was just shocked, and then slowly I started to like try and like just trust and make moves and keep going and try and finish that block move, but definitely a lot of work to be done there. So.
And Coach, can you comment on your back row, just the back line, being able to sustain not just serves from the end line, but this is a team with a lot of firepower from the front row as well. They were able to dig up a lot and keep you guys in it.
Yeah, I mean, we're a tough team when we play defense and we take care of balls, and because we do a good job of transitioning, and we can cause some issues with whether it's speed or creativity on offense. And, you know, we're not going to be some super big blocking team that relies on just stuffing the ball. So we gotta make great blocking moves, take the blocks when we can get them, which we're a very good blocking team. But we get a lot of touches, and when we don't touch the ball, we got to dig it. And so I feel like it's kind of the X factor in our team when we're doing those things and playing all in on defense, then we have a chance to win matches. And so I think that's what we're learning. And, you know, to be honest, you know, having Bjorn here, you know, I coached Bjorn for a long time, and I don't even coach blocking in practice anymore, which is crazy for me because I've done it for 15 years. And so Bjorn does that. Me and Natalie, you know, Natalie's like jack of all trades, but Natalie's over there with me on offense, and Bjorn's working with the blockers. And so it's nice that we can focus on defense and offense, and Bjorn takes blocking. And so it's an X factor for us, and that's how we're going to beat good teams. And I think that's something that we were lacking last year.
And for anyone, how excited are you to play some Pac-12 teams coming up in the next 2 days?
I played in the Pac-12 for 2 years, and I'm super excited. I think it's a next level of size. I mean, Texas was a whole new level of size, but I think playing like bigger teams is fun for us because we can just be the super athletic, fast, you know, volleyball players and get to play our system, and I think it's going to be a really fun matchup. So I'm excited to compete and just play some really good teams.
And I agree. I came from Arizona, and I was watching like ASU and U of A play a lot. So seeing them compete against other Pac-12 teams, like I'm excited to see what they have, I guess.
Speaking of those Pac-12 games that you guys are going to be playing, very quick turnaround. Got to come around tomorrow, and then the following day. What kind of preparation do you guys have, you know, to put into that with such a fast turnaround? Do you have any time to like do the scouting? I know it was a quick turnaround from last weekend to this week. What was that process like for you all?
I would say consistency is the number one key to success, and I think that we will be consistent in all the things we can control, which is our sleep, what we eat, our preparation in terms of our film and our fuel and our hydration. And I think that as long as we stick to our routine and bring everything that we have, 100% of what we have every single day, we will be prepared. And I have no doubt about the fact that every single one of the girls is going to buy into that.
We started on because it was a short week, as we talked in the press conference. We were off on Monday, so we were on Washington on Tuesday. And we don't do a whole lot. We just give a couple themes and things that we think that we need to just see a little bit, which is kind of weird because we work on that on Tuesday, but we're playing Indiana first. But you got to do it in this week, and because we only had Tuesday, Wednesday, we didn't have time to work on UCLA. So tomorrow we'll watch a little bit of UCLA before our match. The staff will watch, obviously, but the girls will watch maybe a set or so. And then, so that's how we got to do it. Now, tomorrow in Serve and Pass, it won't be brand new information for them. They'll remember a little bit. Hopefully they forgot all of it for today. But they'll remember a little bit what we talked about on Tuesday. And then that's the best we can do with 2 days of practice and 3 different opponents. So.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, thanks.